Welcome. In this video, we will explore the problem of finding the maximum length of a repeated subarray. This is a classic coding interview question, often referred to as finding the longest common substring. We will break down the problem, understand why simple solutions fail, and build an efficient dynamic programming solution. Let's define our objective clearly. We are given two integer arrays called nums1 and nums2. Our task is to identify the longest subarray that appears in both of these arrays. Remember, a subarray must be contiguous, meaning the elements are positioned next to each other without interruption. Here is a visual representation. We have array A and array B. If we inspect them closely, we can see that the sequence 3, 2, 1 appears in both arrays. This sequence has a length of 3. Since no other common sequence is longer, our answer for this example is 3. The most straightforward way to solve this is the brute force method. We could generate every possible subarray from the first array and check if it exists in the second array. However, this is highly inefficient. Generating subarrays and checking them leads to a cubic time complexity, which is far too slow for large datasets. To solve this efficiently, we use dynamic programming. Instead of recalculating common parts repeatedly, we remember the results of smaller subproblems. The key insight is to look at the suffixes. If two characters match, we can extend the common subarray found just before those characters. We will use a 2D grid, or table, to store our results. Let's define dp of ij. This value represents the length of the longest common subarray that ends exactly at index I in the first array and index j in the second array. Now for the logic. If the element in array A at index I matches the element in array B at index j, we look at the previous diagonal neighbor and add 1. This means we are extending the match. If the elements do not match, the common subarray ending at this specific point is 0. Let's visualize the table filling process. As we iterate through the grid, whenever we find matching numbers, we take the value from the top left diagonal cell and increment it. In this simplified view, you can see how the value builds up from 1 to 2 and potentially higher, tracking the length of the consecutive matches. Here is the implementation in Python. We initialize a 2D table with zeros. We loop through both arrays using nested loops. When we find a match, we update our dp table using the recurrence relation we discussed. We also keep a variable called max_len to track the highest value found so far, which is our final answer. Finally, let's analyze the performance. Since we iterate through every cell of the n by m table exactly once, our time complexity is big O of n times m. The space complexity is also big O of n times m to store the table, though this can be optimized further to linear space.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.